I feel so
Respect for him.
sad about the story about your brother drowning and then your mom. I didn't know they used to keep the body in the house and stuff. I didn't know that until you told me that everyone kept the body and no one could leave the body or something.
We had the funeral right in our house and the casket right in our house. And that was the way they did it in those days. They had the funeral right at home. And then they brought the funeral director also had a stand to put the casket up high. And then they brought those folding chairs. We had a big dining room, and that's where it was. They moved all the other furniture out. And so people would come and sit in those chairs. And then the minister of the Baptist church.
Your poor mom.
He did and then he was buried in the Cadillac Cemetery. But my mother had nightmares. She couldn't sleep, and she fainted when one of the grocery stores she went to. It was really getting to her. They had to move. They couldn't stay in that house any longer.
She just kept reliving it.
Mm-hmm. Well, she felt guilty. She thought she should have been watching him closer. But he was with Bill, and all of his kids were out down by a stream at the foot of our lot. And none of us ever thought about going into the lake. Well, he just slipped, is what he did. And Bill immediately started. Bill was just 5 years old, and he started yelling. And then I caught my attention, and I saw here's this little body floating down the river. It was a very strong current. It was in the spring. And I was afraid to go in the water too.
How old were you?
A
teenager? No.
No. When we moved to the next house, I was in the 5th grade, so I wasn't very old.
You had to be like 10, 11?
Yeah. And so I just ran to the house and got Mother. And of course, she didn't swim either. So she ran down as far as she could see the body going down toward a mill. And then some fellow came out, and he had waders on. He went and got him, brought him down. And Greg and my dad was out to an airfield looking at the planes there and watching him take off with the planes, because this was a real new thing, This was and that was something.
Airplanes were a new thing? Oh.
Yeah. And so they got a hold of him somehow. I don't know how. He came and both of them just broke right down. It was just a sweet little boy. And for a long time, I felt guilty too, for years and years.
Oh.
I felt like I was to blame somehow, not watching him carefully.
You were 10. You can't blame yourself. Things happen in life that we can't control sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But
nobody ever accused me. My parents never said anything to me about it. But my mother had a terrible time.
I remember you told me before you had to move away.
Yeah.
Where did you guys move to? Alberta?
No. That we were still in Cadillac.
Oh, you're in Cadillac? Well, you guys...
We lived until after Pat was born.
Oh, so you just stayed in Cadillac but moved to a different house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went to another big house. And, that was... Then I went to the 5th grade then at that school near that house. And then... Let's see, Marion... When did Marion die?
I couldn't imagine losing a child.
I think I was already 12 or going on 13. The summer before it was 13, I think.
And you said she died of cholera. Was cholera an epidemic at that time?
I don't know where she got it, because she was the only one we knew that had it. And it's really contagious.
Oh, wow.
But she was sick enough, they had to take her to the hospital. But cholera, they dehydrate very quickly, and they don't live long.
How long was she sick? A couple of days and it's over with?
Well, she probably was sick the first day, and Mother realized she was seriously ill, so then they took her right away to the hospital. But that's something that in those days, they couldn't stop. I don't know if they have treatments today, or I suppose they do by now.
They probably do.
Yeah.
But you said she was a sweet little girl.
Oh, yeah. My dad was just in love with that little girl.
Oh.
She would sing. She was just a sweetheart.
Try to entertain everyone?